No countdown, nothing. Were y'all afraid I wasn't going to go live? I just got off Tim Ridge Life's live, and I was trying to download like a new um, intro video for like the lives for Tuesday. And I was like, well, I'm just going to have to go live because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So I'm going to say hi. Okay, so does anybody know who Check Your Pockets Douglas is? Hope nobody gives my identity away. In time, I reveal to those who don't already know. I know who you are. Welcome in, welcome in. So please don't get rid of that person. I know who that is. There is Avid Fisherman. Hello, Avid. Chris will be here in just a minute. He is outside. Because we already know Tuesdays, Chris and Amy. So there is Jeff, Rule 2IC. Hi, Jeff. What are you doing tonight? It's Tuesday. Welcome in, welcome in. There is TNT Homesteading. Hello, hello, welcome in. There is Cassie's Kitchen Creations. How was your day? My day was great. Got to spend time with my grandbaby. We went to town with my sister-in-law, got some fruits and vegetables and all kinds of stuff because, y'all, I love fruit. Who doesn't love fruit? I love fruit. So, and then we came back, and then shortly thereafter, I left for the gym and then dropped Faith off with my other daughter, Maribel. So Faith and Renly are not here tonight, y'all, so I can't bring her up on panel like we did last time. So maybe no Renly tonight. There is Courtney, RNC Acres. Hi, Courtney. Yep, I do. There's Judy. Hi, Judy. Welcome in. There is Ohio Valley Prepping. Hello, welcome in. There is Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Rebecca, she's going to have to do a video of your beautiful blanket that you sent Renly. And Jeff, she did get a package that was yesterday, and she opened it up, and that was the cutest thing. That was the cutest thing that you sent. I'm gonna let her do like a mail call video of all the wonderful gifts that she's gotten from the community already. It's good to see y'all too. There is Jovita. Hi, Jovita. Welcome in. There's Wanda Henry. Hi, Wanda. I was chatting with you in Tim's live. So welcome and thank you for coming over. Rule 2IC, don't time me out. Who's this OVP guy? There is Teresa Jukowitz. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. There is Lori Karp. Hi, Lori. Let's see. Everybody is saying hello. There's my sister, Evelyn Newman. Hello, Evelyn. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to each other. There is Tina and Eric, Rainy Ridge. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Y'all, tonight is not going to be very long. Look who is in my chat. I had to stop there a minute. Look who is in my chat. There's Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. Hold on. Hold on. Jesse is here, everybody. Oh my goodness. That is awesome. Tonight I won't be going long just because I told y'all in my my video that I will not be going long because got a message from our internet provider that they are going to be doing some work or something starting at 10 o'clock tonight until tomorrow sometime, and then it'll be back on. And I'm like, don't they know this is Tuesday night? Like, do they not know me? Like, hello. So they said starting at 10 tonight. So I'm hoping I at least get an hour. There is Ed Whistle Stop. Okay, I see they left the crazy people out. Cassie says hello to everyone in chat. Let me see. Finally got a Blackstone today. Oh, he has entered, or she has entered, the Blackstone family. Woohoo! Hey, you can't say that out loud, because you know at these meetups, when they know that you have a Blackstone, you're already invited to, bring that Blackstone to help cook. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right. But hey, Chris likes it. Chris likes it. There is Peter, Old Man King Homestead. Hello, hello. Thank you for throwing those links inside the chat for people to go and click. If you're not subscribed to anybody, go check them out. Hit that subscribe button. There's Lori. Hey, Lori. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, you'll love your new Blackstone. Exactly. Chris loves his Blackstone. Let's see. Smash the thumbs up, everybody. That's right. That's right. There's Rhonda Dodson. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome in. Welcome in. Walks into the room with my shenanigans. It is okay. I welcome your shenanigans, Bowen. Welcome in. Welcome in. Absolutely love that every single one of y'all are here. We do 90% of our cooking on our Blackstone. Let me tell you, if we could, I would tell Chris, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have you cook on the Blackstone from here on out, because I love the Blackstone. Once you go Blackstone, ... Just saying. Right, Jesse? That is hilarious. Oh man, everybody's saying hello to each other. During the summertime, that's all I cook is on a Blackstone. Whoop whoop. I'm gonna set it on the front porch. Breakfast in the mornings are gonna be good. Okay, will you just let me know what time? Because we're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Will you have something prepared by then? Because we're gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then get ready, and then we're gonna hit the gym. So are you gonna be up that early? Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. There's Tim Mason. Hi, Tim. Welcome in. Not 5 o'clock. Come on. Put an alarm. Well, okay, so I'm seeing you said maybe 7 or 8. Okay, I'll be coming home by then. So make sure breakfast is ready. And Faith will be with me because she's staying the night with Maribel. So Faith will be with me. So eggs all the way done. Just letting you know. Eggs all the way done. Bacon crispy. And if you're going to have biscuits, I'll take one. There's Arlene. Hi, Arlene. Welcome in. Welcome in. A real cookie has to be up. A real cookie or a real cook has to be up at 4 a.m. A real cookie. A real cookie. I'm in catch-up mode because I was watching another live before you went live. Sorry. Let me tell you, Lori, I was almost late to my live. In fact, I didn't even get a timer in because I was watching Tim from Ridge Life. So yeah. Crispy bacon and coffee, right? Yes. I'm pretty sure there's going to be coffee. And I have a whole container of coffee because let me tell you, I was going to do something for Brother Jeff because I saw a video out there and I wanted to try it because knowing me, I see something, I want to do it. So nowadays, Walmart does not have metal containers for coffee. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And I'm trying to get 2 containers that are metal, okay, in the coffee aisle, because that's the only place that I can think of that has these round metal containers. Okay. So I got coffee now. And so my little idea is not going to work until I find those 2. But it has to do with fire, y'all. It has to do with fire and candles and metal containers. Don't be late to your own live. I know. I was almost late. Let's see. Wait, did somebody say bacon? I don't know if there's bacon. Is there going to be bacon, Courtney and Ryder? Because Jesse loves bacon. And he heard bacon. So, yeah. I only do instant coffee. LOL. Too hot for me in the summertime for hot coffee. What is this about? Bacon? Yup. There's Jennifer Ocean Homestead. Hello, glitter and sparkles. It's July already. Only 8 more months till we get our seed winnings, right? Like, who is this shipping department? I don't know. Woohoo! Fire video, right? But I have to get the containers. We use the number 10 cans of vegetables at work. They're about the same size and still metal. I cannot find, see, that's what I was trying to do, was get those containers, because I knew Chris had one inside his van. So I have one. I just need one more. And yeah, it'll work out. I just have to get my thing, my stuff together. Get my stuff together. Please hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're still subscribed and sharing out the stream. Thank you, Arlene. Never too hot for coffee. Exactly. It's never too hot for coffee. Yeah. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. Exactly. Floppy bacon and black coffee. No, not the floppy bacon. Not the floppy bacon. It has to be crispy bacon. Crispy bacon. And I'm not a black coffee girl. Just not. Chris is a black coffee drinker. I am not. I have to have my frou-frou stuff, he says. My frou-frou stuff. Now you're talking. Black coffee, yes, but need crispy bacon. Crispy bacon. Can't you get the containers from a restaurant supply? Ooh, I didn't think about that. I'm going to have to look into it, because I need one more container to do this little experiment that I'm putting together for Brother Jeff at World 2IC. And hello, safety first. I know, safety first, but I will be playing with fire. I could save you some, but won't see you till October. Sounds like a road trip, Tina. Sounds like a road trip. I hate flabby bacon. Exactly. Ew. Like, no. It has to be crispy bacon. LOL. You almost said Chris is a black coffee girl. I had to correct myself. I had to keep going, because I almost thought I was gonna say he's a black coffee girl. He's a black coffee drinker. I'm not a black coffee girl. He is a black coffee drinker. Crisp bacon, yes. It's a great idea, Jesse. Can't you just spray paint a container with silver paint to look metal? No, because if the thing that I'm doing, I cannot use any plastic or it'll melt. I can't with the black coffee, cream and sugar all the time. Exactly, Jovita. Exactly. Hannah Rebecca. Hey, I just subbed and I'm part of the Tuber Chat community. Well, welcome in, Hannah. I hope you enjoy your stay here. My name is Amy, since you're new here. My husband is Chris, but he is not in right now. Tuesdays, you get us live together. So everybody, welcome Hannah Rebecca into the chat. Are you just a subscriber, or do you have content? Because if you have content, I will check your content out. I'm not eating jiggly bacon. Exactly, not gonna do it. Gotta have cream in my coffee, but no sugar. I gotta have both. I'm with the frou-frou stuff. We smoke bacon now, then crisp it up on the Blackstone. Ooh, that sounds awesome. Yes, absolutely. Hey, everyone. Chris is imaginary. Shh, right? It's all in my head. All in my head. For 20 years, I've been married to a guy named Chris. He's been awesome. We have children and we have grandchildren. So I just found that guy that's right there. I just found that guy. And yeah, if you see him in the videos, it's AI. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No wiggly bacon. No. Let's see. Cowboy chef who prepares food for crews on a cattle drive. Also sometimes called koozie or kooky. Cookie. Kooky. I put her link up, Amy. Thank you, Wanda. I'll have to go by. Speaking of Chris, where is Chris? My Chris is outside. He will be in just a minute. And I'm pretty sure he knows that it's 8 o'clock. But let me tell you, I have a story for you guys. So he's probably out there with Diesel. You're gonna laugh at me. Like, I don't get it. Wait, you have grandchildren? OMG, yes, I have 5. We have 5 grandchildren. Yes. Our latest grandchild, Renly, was born on the 21st, and she is just the cutest little thing. So yes, we do have 5 grandchildren. There's a simple happy life. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. I knew that. Where is Chris? We need proof of life. I would yell for him, but if he hears me from in here, then you know I got vocal cords that work. Okay? That's all I've got to say. I could have Christopher go get him and say, hey, listen, do you know the time? Because if you were running the live, we would be very extremely late. And then y'all would be like, where are these people? Like, are they real? So I run it and I was almost late. Well, actually I was just like a few seconds late because I didn't even get a timer. I didn't even get a timer on for you guys. Let's see. And yes, this is a Brahms cup. We're not sponsored by Brahms, but it's a new cup because I know that Jeff at Rule 2IC likes to check out my he likes to check out my headboard, and he sees the cups. And I've been asked plenty of times, like, I usually have a QT cup up here, and it's usually a different one, but it looks the same because I get the same cup every time I go. But this is a Brahms cup, and we're not sponsored by Brahms, but y'all, I have Dr. Pepper in there. Jessie said, please don't ask her about her family. She only has a limited amount of time tonight, and her family tree is like a forest. That is true, and it is growing. It's growing, Jessie. Jessie says that Jessie and Mike at MT Homestead always says that when we have a meetup, it's like a family reunion of the Leonards, because when we say we're coming, we're all coming. And that means our kids and our grandkids too. So, yep, that's right. Let's see. Lori's prepping for heaven. Yeah, just wanted to prove to Amy I wasn't completely nuts, and Jesse ain't the only one who can type random info. There's Palmetto Paratrooper. Hello, hello. There are like 60 Leonards at this point. If I counted up, that's probably true. So I thought I heard the hiney. Oh, here comes the story. Okay, listen. Before Chris comes in, he's like, "Oh my gosh, my wife is crazy." Listen, I'm okay with random info. I'm okay with random info, y'all. And Jesse's gonna put it in so that I don't catch up on chat. That's what it's gonna be. So this morning, Christopher goes out there and he lets the dogs out. And I'm with baby Renly, so I'm not outside helping him this morning. And he runs in here and he says that Diesel is out. Y'all know Diesel. He is a big old piggy. We got Diesel from Tony and Angie. And y'all know they're pigs. Diesel is a big pig. He got out of his enclosure. So what do? Faith, come get Renly. Okay? I put on my slides, y'all. That should tell you something. I put my slides on. No socks. Mind you, it's morning, so there's dew everywhere. Okay? Not doo-doo. Dew. The ground is wet because it's morning time. I get out there and Diesel knows the red scoop is food. He knows that. Well, Christopher is like trying to get his attention. He's coming towards Christopher because he's got the red scoop. And none of this is videoed, y'all, because I left my phone in here. Christopher left his phone in here. And he hands me the red scoop. So Diesel starts coming to me. Tell me why in my brilliant mind I'm going to start running high knees all the way around where the turkeys are to where their feed container is with the red scoop in hand. Mind you, this pig is very fast, so I am trying to hide behind the feed buckets so Diesel doesn't get me. And I'm like, what am I running for? Like, this pig is coming to me. Hello. I need to take him that way to his area. Yeah. It was a morning, but we got him in. We got him back into his area. But I was high knees and running. Christopher was like, I hadn't seen Mom run that quick from a pig that is friendly. I was like, but I was thinking about my toes. If that pig would have stepped on my toes, they would have been goners. This pig has some big feet. Okay. I'm going to go back up here and say hello to people. Jesse with his random info. Yes, random info. Let's see. There's my mama. Hi, mama. That's my mama right there. Who let the dogs out? That was Christopher. Whoop, whoop. Christopher. Let's see who else is in here. Sophie got out today on Tony's video. I guess it must have been a day. Because Diesel got out of his enclosure.
So he gets it
from his mama. Yeah, that's what I just heard. Yeah. Rule 2IC, Jeff. He is real. He's not AI. He's looking at me like, what are you talking about?
I don't even worry about that
There's
anymore.
Kevin. Hiking with Jackie Boy. Hello. Welcome in. Pigs are faster than one would think. Yes, especially if you have the red scoop. And they know that scoop is in your hand. Oh my goodness. Everybody's saying hello. There's Large Family Homestead. Hi, Brooke. What's up? How's the baby? She is doing great.
Except for she's not here.
She's not here. Faith stayed the night with her sister tonight, so Renly's not here, but she is growing. She's already a Gigi's baby. He's salty about it. It's all right. She's my baby. Yeah, she's my baby. Everybody saying sup. Sup, Chris. Let's see. Good evening, Lori Carp says. Let's see. Wanda says, hello, Chris. He is AI, always Indian. Yes. Yes. He's always Indian. Yes.
I'm an American infidel.
Wow. We're like a week in and already Renly is gone. That was fast. Right. I was trying to keep her in the truck and they took her out. I was like, no, I'm going to miss my baby. And she's like, calm down. She's just going to spend one night. And then she tried saying she was going to spend 2 nights. And I said, no, ma'am. I need my baby back. I need my baby back. So glad to hear. Yes, she's doing great. Everybody's saying sup. There's Brooke Trout. Hello, Brooke Trout. So, we have a new person inside the chat, and they were surprised that we have 5 grandchildren, or that we have grandchildren at all, you know? So, yeah. So, did you see what Christopher and I did to hold that one part against, so that he can't get out?
What?
He's not listening to me, y'all. That's rude. That's rude. Diesel.
I was putting the brush hog on the tractor. So we can cut this 40 mile an hour, 4 foot tall crap.
Yeah. Well, did you see what we did for Diesel? You hadn't even been out there to look?
No.
See, he wasn't even out there to look to see what me and Christopher did. Baby back, baby back, baby back. That's right. Isn't that like McDonald's? I got more than you, Amy. On what? You got more than me than what? I'm confused.
Grandbabies.
Oh, I know. Okay, grandbabies. Yes, I know. Yeah, no. We're not there yet. And some of my children don't need to have more children at this point. Yeah. I'll be here all night. Grandkids, right? Baby back ribs. Yeah. No. 5 is enough right now. 5 is enough right now. Yes. Yeah, grandbabies. It had to click. Y'all, listen. My mind is just like, wait, what is she talking about? Yeah. You do have more grandchildren. That's because your children had...
They were prolific.
Yeah.
Prolific.
My buddy Hootie, the Eastern Screechout, is out again. Haven't seen him in a while, but he back. Woohoo! Faith needs twinsies. No, Faith does not need another kid right now. Let me tell you, that girl, she's mean when she gives birth. She's mean. We'll hold off. We'll hold off on her. Amy, forget the personal beans. Forget the personal beans. Okay? You'll have to message me. Yeah. But thank you to the ones who have been sending me scriptures daily. I appreciate y'all for doing that. There's Avid.
TNT.
Yeah, TNT's in here. First time I heard a screech out.
TNT the one that got the little shoot thing?
Yeah. You should know his name. You should know his name.
Jeff.
No.
Chris.
No. Your boss.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. LOL. Faith mean? Yes. Yes, she was yelling at the doctors. Don't touch me. Stop moving my leg. Okay, give me a minute. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh, mom just outed me. I thought that's kind of how y'all was when having kids. Yep. I just reminded him. I was gonna let him guess the right one. Yep, Terry.
I would have figured it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Howdy. Howdy, howdy. So because we are not gonna be live for a long time, I will share my my link already, because y'all, I can't have a 3-hour live tonight. The internet people have already said that they were gonna be working at 10 o'clock and stuff. So if y'all want to come up for just a little bit. She didn't have any painkillers. Just yelling is mild. LOL. She did awesome. Yes, she did really good.
She surprises doctors every time she has anything done. Like when she was 8, she had pectus excavatum surgery, and they said she'd be in there for 10 to 14 days, and she went home. She had it. It was Monday morning at 10 a.m. and we didn't even get lunch on Friday. She almost went home Thursday night, but they just started oral meds and took the IV out Thursday afternoon. So they were like, well, let's keep her overnight and see how she does with the oral meds. And if it don't make her sick, then y'all can go home tomorrow. The doctors were just beside herself at this little tiny. And Faith, you think Faith is little now? You should have seen her when she was 8. She was little.
She was and really they were little. Just she's always been crazy.
They're like, they told her, they brought her in there and told her that they've had 14, 15-year-old boys that think they were just bad, and they were ninnies about it. And this 8-year-old little girl just puts them to shame. So she's always done that.
Yikes. A 3-hour live. Bedtime is in about 30 minutes. 4 a.m. comes early. Not tonight. Not tonight. Tuesdays usually are.
But again, if more people start going live, then we could go shorter. So that way other people have time,
Yeah.
We don't have to go long.
Yeah. Right, TNT, just what I was thinking. Still listening in, putting the Blackstone together. They got a Blackstone today. Yeah, so I won't, I can't. It's not that I won't, it's I can't go long tonight because of the internet being worked on and stuff. And so I'm like, man, why couldn't they do it like on a not on a Tuesday? But I'm hoping I can still make my 5 o'clock live tomorrow for What's Up Wednesdays. So hopefully the internet will be back up and running by then.
I would think so.
I would hope so. But at least it's at night when we're asleep.
That's why they do it.
Yes.
So the usage is generally lower. They plan stuff like that for when it's slower.
So one person I haven't seen is Paul Case. Paul Case isn't in there, but I know that he was doing that revival thing at his church and stuff. So I don't know if that's still going on. We all know what this won't be a long live means. Switches to data. No, we're gonna not. So I can stay asleep. No Wednesday morning live. Nope, no Wednesday morning live. Yeah, no Wednesday live. No Wednesday live. But there's still What's Up Wednesdays, y'all. What's Up Wednesdays, and that's only an hour. Yeah, it's only an hour. He's been in the hayfield all day. Yep. Or that too. There you go.
He's finally been able to mow.
Yep. Gotta go. Kiddo's bedtime. We'll try to join y'all tomorrow if you go live. Yes. 5 o'clock Central Standard Time for What's Up Wednesdays. Thank you for coming in and spending a little time with us. Yep. Have a good evening. Exactly. Have a good evening, Large Family Homestead. Y'all, we are slow. I thought we were at a standstill in our subscribers. Y'all have done amazing at sharing us out and telling other people about us. We're that closer and closer to our 2K, okay? We're not there yet. We haven't hit 1800, but we're at 1772. What? 1772.
Oh, you know how cool that would be? If we hit 1776 on the 4th of July, that would be the coolest thing ever.
Hi, Avid.
Just saying.
Hello.
There is BG. What's up, BG? What's up, Blaine? Howdy. Up in here, up in here. What? Who's been in the hayfield? I don't know, Paul Case.
You were.
I heard you were.
Right? Get 4 more subs in 3 days.
Right. We need 4 more subs.
That would be the coolest circumstances ever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good night, Ma. She said, tired of working today. Love you. Good night. Good night. Have a good sleep.
I gotta go create 3 new Gmail accounts.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because these awesome people have shared us out and we've got to 1772. So he just thinks it would be cool to be at 1776.
1776 on the 4th of July.
4th of July.
I'm just saying. that, you know.
You were achievable goal, right? I haven't checked my subscription numbers in weeks. I just make content and do my thing. There you go.
I haven't checked my subs.
I was in the slightly wet and muddy hayfield.
Hey, Paul,
what you mean? No 6-hour live tonight. Can't do it. The internet will go poop and I'll have a runaway live. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a little foggy, Avid.
I think it's just the way my lighting is since I redid the desk.
Ah. Oh.
I don't have that window behind me anymore, so it's in front of me.
Thanks for wiping my face. So how was your day?
My day's just starting.
Your day's just starting.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tonight.
Ugh.
There you go, cutting it again.
Hannah Rebecca is the new one that for our live tonight. I had to leave because my sister needed to talk with me. It is okay. We're still here for a few more minutes. Wildfire smoke in Avid's room. Also, I'm a vlogger, so hopefully you'll be able to tune in. So what's new? What's new?
Oh, what's new? Nothing yet. Those beans are gone.
Do what?
Those beans are no more. The beans are no more.
No way.
Yep.
What? I'm sorry.
I'll explain it to you later.
Yeah.
No.
Jonesy.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. Outback Tasmania. Well, good day, USA.
Well, you'll see one set of beans, but you have to go to the other channel and watch them.
What channel? What channel?
Making a home.
Ah,
Making a home.
Check Your Pockets does it. I am new too. Just subscribe tonight. Yet?
Hey, Outback.
I keep hearing beans, but we never see them.
You
There's
never see him.
Kim.
Lori, you never look in your kitchen cabinet. There's cans full of them everywhere you look. You got beans
Yes.
everywhere in the cabinet if you look. Hey, Kim.
Yes, that is Avid, Kim. Everybody saying hello to Jonesy. Oh, thank you for coming in.
People also,
That's
Kim,
We're supposed to open July
people
22nd.
also know me as Bigfoot.
so you guys are great. Also, where are you guys from? We are from Oklahoma. Avid, you're in Texas, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't be down there
No.
in that desert country.
You're not in Texas. You're in.
Even I knew that.
Oh my
I'm one
gosh.
state away from you. Hey,
Why did I
I'm on
say
the
Texas?
other side of Missouri, east of you.
It's in the
Yeah.
other direction.
Missouri.
I have no clue. I'm in Illinois. Illinois.
We know
Oklahoma,
Douglas.
Missouri, Illinois.
Check Your Pockets. Are you a troll? Do I need to kick you out? No. Don't kick them out. I got snacks out and everything for a marathon, and y'all are cutting out early. The internet people. Blaine, the internet people
What
are telling me I
people are you
can't go
talking about?
live for a long time. Ask Amy if I am. No, you're not a
Kim?
troll.
Kim, nothing against you, but you can keep California. I will not step foot in California ever again.
I do have lots of beans in my cabinet. That's what Lori said. She said she has lots of beans in her cabinet.
Yeah, she says she keeps hearing beans, but she never sees them. Look in the cabinet, you'll find all the beans.
Amy, I emailed you, hun. Okay, I will check that. I will check that email. Ooh, I've been waiting to visit there. Yeah, Oklahoma is where I am. The QT and Brahms talk proved you're here in Oklahoma. Exactly, right? Exactly. There's my yeah, Illinois.
I'm sorry about that, Kim.
Hey, here's the thing
I'm
about
very
that.
sorry about
I'm in Northern
I used
California.
to think the same thing about California, but what I have come to realize is there's a lot of people in California that don't agree with their stuff they got going on over there, but because the major metropolitan areas have so many people, they still pass that crap. Even though the gross majority of people in the more rural areas don't really agree with a lot of it. But because there's just the population density is so tight in the blue areas of the state that it turns the whole state blue. But a lot of people disagree with a lot of the stuff they pulled, but the density of population in like LA, there's more people in LA than probably the state of Oklahoma. Like, it's nuts. So yeah, Brahms is like a 5 or 6 state thing right here. It's not just Oklahoma, but it's kind of just right. It's only a couple of. It started in Oklahoma though. Like the first Brahms ever was here, but it's just like a really small area.
Oh, that's Paul.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that
all
is
just
Jonesy.
QTs.
Radio Jonesy. Hello, Jonesy.
Most states are that way. It's always the major
Outback.
that change stuff.
In the Outback right now.
You're in the Outback right now.
I just got done with Outback, but it's not the Outback. It's just Outback. They do know how to make a steak, though. I can confirm. They make a good steak.
Yeah, he has the nerve to send me a picture of him eating
It's
a
the
steak.
first time I've
and
done a commercial job where they actually fed me. Every other time I've done a commercial, like a restaurant, we never get food. This one we actually did. So I was like, okay.
They send
Bit
a
like
picture
that.
to your wife.
Jonesy, what is it? Jonesy Talks? Is it which one is the one that you? Because I shared it on the community page. He is needing more watch hours, y'all.
Yeah, Radio J Talk. That's my channel called Radio Jonesy. Yeah, I'm just chasing the 3,000 to 4,000 sort of thing.
Right.
He started in Oklahoma.
But
Right.
it's 32 Fahrenheit here right now.
It looks a little chilly just looking at the pictures of you driving right now.
They keep tripping out that it's winter when it's summer here.
Yeah. I was watching him the other day, and he had a
parka on.
No, not a parka. He had a long sleeve.
Yeah.
Pullover.
A hoodie. Yeah, hoodie.
The first Brom stores opened in OKC. Well, y'all gotta get ready for bed. Good night, Terry. Brr.
Yeah, I could take 32 right now.
Good night, Terry.
Wow. In 1968, Bill. See, Jesse is full of information. It's not useless information. It's just information. He is so full of information.
Well, you don't even have to absorb it, because you can just look it up now. You can look up some of the crap now.
Yeah. So what you been up to, Jonesy?
When I go down, I had to come out here to do some work for a customer. So it's about a 2-hour drive back to home.
Wow.
So I'm about to leave the highlands and go down into the valley. So the Wi-Fi drops out.
Yeah, you're a little spotty right now.
Did you hear that little bit of a cannon blast behind me in the background?
Tripping on the wrong side.
You didn't hear that little mortar fire behind me, did you? Good.
All ice cream, dairy products, and other supplies are transferred daily from Kansas to Oklahoma. Paul K said you're driving on the wrong side, Jonesy.
That's a fine. You got to pay me now $10 to say that. But it's the left-hand side is the correct side. The right side is the wrong side. Yeah, I'm descending. Yeah, I know. I've been there. Don't worry. I'm descending down the mountain now.
You drive on the left side over here, you go to the emergency room.
Yeah, well, you try coming from here over there, jumping in a hire car, you get a bit confused.
Trust me. I seen those vehicles over there. You get on the driver's side and the wheels on the passenger side.
I got some true.
Yeah, I'm in a Jeep right now, actually.
I like them Jeeps over there. Those are rugged. Those are some nice Jeeps you have over there.
Rip Curl Readiness. Hello to all my friends. Good to see you all. Welcome in, Rip Curl Readiness.
Hey, Rip.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
You know Chris?
What planet drives on the left side of the road besides us?
Why?
Do you know?
Why?
It started way back when we were riding horses. Most
Chris,
people
are not done yet.
Right-handed, and you can slash at people with your sword. you're mounted on horseback. Most people were right-handed. So that's why you rode your horse on the left side of the road. We just wanted to be different, so we come over here and we started fighting the British, and we're just like, we're going to be. We literally chose that to just be difficult. That's the most American answer ever. We chose to drive on the right side of the road to be different, to be difficult. That's it. Because America.
That's Americans for you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all and I'm enough of an American to admit it. We did it to just be different and to be difficult. If you drive on the left, it has to be wrong. So we're going to drive on the right just because. That's it. No other reason.
Imagine the money that's cost car companies having to build
Having
it
to make it differently for yeah.
Paul Case. I drive on the right side because it is right.
That's why the British drive on the left, because they can't get right.
America is country.
They can't get right.
See if you can have a look at these. I'm just about to go around the bend, but check out these tree ferns. It's like Jurassic Park. Like if you can notice them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That looks very, very prehistoric. That looks like they could make that movie there.
Mm-hmm.
Or might
yeah. I better not stop you. That's Tasmania for you.
Right.
We saw a
That'd
car.
be one place I wouldn't mind going, for sure.
We saw a car today, and the guy was driving. His steering wheel is on the opposite side of the car.
You can
and the kids was like, that would be weird. To drive on the other side. And I was like, how did they go through the drive-thru? Sitting on that side.
The drive-thrus are different.
You gotta have a long arm. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's really good? Think about it. It doesn't affect you because
you mentioned our mail carriers.
Yeah, you just go around the other way.
American mail carriers are the same 7 seat.
This one was like a sports car. But his stuff was on the.
Yeah, you can order them. You can order a car and have it imported and have it right-hand drive.
Uh-oh.
Our mail carrier vehicles have the steering column on the wrong side.
Yep.
And so they can drive down the right side of the road and still hit the mailboxes.
Yeah, and still be able to get hit on the left-hand side.
Well, here, check this out. It doesn't affect you because you don't understand it. But can you imagine driving a right-hand drive and have to shift with your left hand? That would mess me up because I'm so used to shifting with my right hand.
Me up when I got into one of those things.
Yeah, you had to shift with your left hand. It's like, wait.
I'm used to shifting with my hand, but you switch it around.
What?
Left? No. That's a whole new learning experience.
Where's your clutch? What foot is?
Our clutch is the far left.
What foot uses the accelerator and what foot uses the clutch?
Over here, our accelerator goes from right to brake pad in the middle to the clutch on the left.
That's the same everywhere then, because that's what ads are like.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least we got that.
But the hard problem is you use it with the right hand. Now you're going to switch your hand to your left and try to get that rhythm down with your foot. That throws you off.
Yeah, I always come here and drive and shift with my right hand. I'd have to learn a whole new A
friend of mine bought this semi tractor from overseas. Instead of everything being on the left is on the right, and he couldn't drive it because he didn't know how to shift with his left hand.
Where's the shifter?
Still in the middle.
You got to be ambidextrous, they say.
Yeah.
That's the word of the day. Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
It took me a month to get used to it. Then I had to show him how to do it.
Yeah, you got to be with your left hand and your right hand. You have to use both.
I learned how to shift with my left hand because when Dad taught me how to shift, he'd be driving his truck, obviously, and I would be riding shotgun, and he would have me shift so that I learned the pattern before I ever got in the driver's side. So I shifted with my left hand first, but then once I started doing all of it, I might be able to drive shift with my left hand because of that. That might be the only saving grace on that.
Lori, anybody can shift with the left hand. It just takes practice. If you can do it with your right, you can do it with the left. You just got to get that coordination back together.
Yeah.
The timing and coordination.
It'd probably come back pretty quick.
That's pretty easy.
I'll come back quick.
Yeah.
I've been to America a few times. Every time you jump in the left-hand side drive car, it takes you about, I don't know, 20 minutes really. The first 20 minutes is a bit awkward, right. And then
it comes back.
And then within a day you're as long as you don't kill yourself in that first day, you're doing all right.
I don't think shifting would be bother me, but if the brake and the clutch are reversed, that would mess me all up.
He says it's the same.
Yeah, he says it's the same.
The pedal layout's the same.
Mm-hmm. He says it's the same.
Jim,
the best. I got a standard.
Jim, the best way to do a hill is to work. If you're on a hill, the only thing you can do is work the clutch and the gas pedal at the same time, so you know when to take off when the light comes. You don't even use the brake, the gas pedal, to keep yourself in place.
I took my driver's test in a Z28 Camaro with a 5-speed. The examiner said he passed me because he did not want to ride with me again. So what time do you have to go to work, David?
I have to leave here around 10:30. 10:30.
Yeah, our line by then. I still don't.
Coming up to midday over here. Yeah, it's coming up to midday on Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah, he's already in the future.
Tomorrow, almost tomorrow after.
Yeah, he's already
tomorrow. He's in the future. He's 12 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, he's already tomorrow.
I got.
So we already know what the future looks like. Look.
I got a thing on my phone right here. Look.
Yeah, it's going to be cold. It's going to be cold. And the world hasn't blown up yet with all the chaos.
Hey, it's going to be cold for you, but it's going to be hot for us. It's going to be cold for you, but it's going to be hot for us.
Looks like it sounds that way.
No, three in a tree is easy to drive. Try doing a split 9. 9 high, 9 low. Chris knows what I'm talking about.
They said, Paul, I cannot picture you driving a Camaro. I never drove 3 on the tree.
That's when I first started driving with my grandfather. My grandfather taught me 3 on the tree. Then we started bailing. He taught me how to drive a 9 high, 9 low, and every time I killed a semi, I got a cane across the kneecaps. That hurt.
There's traffic lights in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's about right.
Yeah.
Road workers are up here, I'd say.
Yeah, it has to be road construction somewhere.
Yeah, they are.
Going down the 1-lane road.
What are they doing? Cutting trees down, but look at them.
That's about right.
So it's usually a 2-lane road.
Yeah.
But right now it's just a one-way.
Well, we're through. It's back to normal.
I learned on a 68 battle automatic stick, no clutch.
Hey, that's hard to do, Trav. That's not easy to do. That's a 68 battle, no clutch. That's hard.
68 beetle, not battle, beetle. That autocorrect. That autocorrect.
You try doing shifting gears on the 68 Beetle without a clutch. That will ruin your ears because it sounds like you're going through grinding gears.
Hey, you know, when I come back to your channel as well, that like when I seen your post the other day sharing, you put post out about helping me out with the watch hour. I went, aren't you the like, you know how you go on your YouTube journey and you sort of takes you down one rabbit hole, you go one way and then you sort of meet new people and you go down another rabbit hole and you remember how long ago was it when we used to come on? I used to be at work.
It's been a long time.
It's been a minute, yeah.
It's been a long time, Jonesy.
Night, Kim.
Yeah.
Looked into that live the other
Hey, Lori Carp.
That just not even subscribe. Lori Carp, good to see you. Even though I can't read the chat. I'm just driving.
Good night, Kim. She said dinner's ready, gotta go. Have a great night. You have a great night too. Yeah, Lori Carp, Evelyn, Amy, don't forget to check your email. I will not forget. I will check that out. Yep.
I just say this. Amy.
Oh, he's going slow too.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere.
No, Avid's going slow right now.
Okay.
It might be ours.
You think?
I'm trying to head back to the coast. But
That's not bad.
have you ever seen a map of Tasmania, like the actual island? Right now, I'm at the top left-hand corner of it.
Nice.
Normally, you're in that little dip in the middle at the very top, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that coastline. On the left, if I went another few kilometres to our left, that's the Indian Ocean, and the Indian Ocean goes all the way to Argentina eventually, I suppose. There's no land mass that way. But straight ahead.
Did you see that tractor?
Yeah, that's a farmer. Yeah, this is all farmland, dairy farms. Have you heard of Cadbury chocolates?
Yes.
Well, this is the home of Cadbury, Tasmania.
Oh
Where the dairy milk chocolate, like the dairy farms here are everywhere for Cadbury chocolates.
Ah.
So there's a little bit of Tasmania everywhere around the world. How's that?
Avid's gone. He probably had internet issues because he got really blurry and then it paused. Couldn't hear him.
I heard him going out. I thought that was me. I thought my body was playing up.
You actually cleared up on your end.
Well, I'm heading back towards the big there's a big township, like straight ahead to the left. I'm probably picking up the Wi-Fi from there now, which will be good. Heading back to a little place called Irish Town. There's nothing there but a shop and a few houses. But they got a nice sign that says "Welcome to Irish Town." Everyone stops there for a photo.
Let's see. Are you still there? Lori, do you hear me? Let's see. Avid's not there. I'll wait till he's on the picture. He's trying to come back.
Yeah.
That scenery is really pretty. Here.
It looks better when the skies are blue. Yeah.
I don't see
It is a lovely
picture
place,
though.
really.
Yeah, it's really pretty out there.
Like gum on the right hand side, a whole heap of gum trees. And wattle trees. Actually, they're all wattle at the front. Gum trees at the back. Yeah, you got pine trees on the left. And back out to farms. So we're heading up to Irish Town, I think. Yeah. It's all mountainous. Like, think of 3 huge volcanoes, like mountain ranges, in the middle of the island. It's like basically that's Tasmania. It's got mountains all over the place. Some places have got snow.
Nice.
Yeah, this is a little village called Irish Town.
Paul
There's a
K said
football.
he would be up for a burger, but he just had supper: sausage, pasta, and shrimp and creamy sauce.
Sounds nice. Shrimp gives me gout. Unfortunately for me.
Good night, Tina. Thank you for coming in.
See, so this little spot here, this is the post office and shop. People travel this road just to stop in here and get a photo with the leprechaun.
The leprechaun.
Yeah, that's in there.
You can do that anytime. Look, see? Boom.
Nice one. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad you got your connection back. Let's see. Meter is a good cook. You can tell by my lack of waste. Musgrave Family
That's
Farm,
your
welcome in.
Table muscle.
Mm-hmm. I told people I eat. I eat. Well, are you back, Avid? You look frozen.
Yep. I think you're frozen.
No, Avid's frozen.
So, how long have you guys had chickens?
Tina.
The beginning.
Yeah, from the very beginning.
That was the first thing you got, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the first thing we got when we started our homesteading journey, was our chickens.
How much have you enjoyed having them?
A lot.
A lot.
Free eggs is what's up when they're expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We like having chickens.
Craziness.
Mm-hmm.
And turkeys.
I plan on putting in a little hen house at my place and put some chickens in. I haven't had chickens since I was as a child back in the family farm. I started that other channel, Outback Tasmania. That's basically me out the back of my place.
Nice.
And that's just me fixing my back property up. Like, I've got a lot of work to do. And I was talking to Jason at White Rock, and he was saying, if you're going to work there, if you're going to fix things, film it. And I said, well, I can't put it on my channels that I've already got because it just won't work. You got to. And he said, we'll start a new channel. Okay. Outback Tasmania was born about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Oh,
You ever had any turkey eggs? Tasmania have turkeys? I didn't even think about that.
What was that?
Do you have turkeys over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We got wild turkeys as well. They're called bush turkeys, and we've got a native chicken over here, like a native hen that runs wild. They're called turbo chooks because they run really fast. They're like a road runner.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all for. If you go into anywhere there's trees, like over here to the right, if you walk through there, there'd be a stack of them. They'd be everywhere.
Yeah, Lori, we have to cull some of ours sometimes when we hatch a bunch out. We get too many roosters. We have to put those in the freezer. So that's nice too, for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely.
Everything is so darn expensive at the store. It's unreal. But if I can, pew a deer and put that in the freezer, and I don't have to buy beef, and I got pigs out here, so I don't have to buy pork, and I raise chickens. I don't remember the last time we bought meat at the store.
I don't remember
I can't
either.
remember. It's been forever.
Because we have plenty of. Whoa!
He was frozen again.
StreamYard is going nuts tonight.
Okay.
It's super nice growing your own meat. It's so nice.
Yes.
Like, we haven't bought any meat at the store.
No.
We got the pigs that we butchered last January?
Something like that.
Well, this January anyway. And then we bought we buy a whole cow or a half? We bought a half.
Half.
Was it a half? Yeah, we bought a side of beef, and but it was from the butcher. We paid like $2 something a pound, I think, or something. But it was flat rate. So ribeyes were $2 something a pound, and hamburger meat was $2 something a pound, and it was like $100 kill fee. It was more than pigs. Pigs were 75. I think it was like 100 or 125, but it was just we split it, so it wasn't all of it. It wasn't the whole kill fee, and then it was a flat rate on the beef. So something that would cost you, $17 a pound at like Walmart was $2.50 a pound, just like hamburger meat is $2.50 a pound. It's so nice.
Well,
growing your own meat.
Well, look at that.
That guy knows what I'm talking about. Growing your own meat.
Yes,
it's amazing.
I used to be a butcher years ago. One of my first. We had a family shop with my grandfather, my father, and myself, and we used to, slaughter a lot of animals, and, kill them and then hang them and then cut them up and all that stuff. I just got sick of killing animals. I give all that away.
That hat. That's the famous hat, Johnny, right there.
I'm looking at getting a walk-in cooler because we work on them all the time. I could do the maintenance to it and whatnot. So that's where the expense comes in. I mean, the first one is buy once, cry once, but after that, it's the maintenance that would add up. So if I could do the maintenance, that would save quite a bit of money. But it'd be so nice to have a walk-in cooler.
You can build your own.
Yeah, you can get a window unit and a cool bot and make your own.
Yeah.
Musker found because they like their walk-in cooler.
Yeah. Build you a little small building. We're going to do that eventually here. A little small building on a concrete pad, insulate it like crazy. Put a good
Cool.
window unit in it, and yeah, it'll work.
Johnny, the walk-ins that we build for like Chipotle or Outback or whatever, they're just 4 inches thick, and they're closed cell foam with aluminum sheets on both sides. So if you got a 2x4 stud wall building, if you spray foam it, that's all a walk-in cooler is anyway.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's all they are. It's 4 inches of closed cell spray foam.
Yeah, Jonesy, you're on the wrong side of the road, bud.
Yeah, it's $10. Thank you. I'll take that.
I'll take that. That's one of them $10 jokes.
Yeah.
Cost you $10 to make that joke.
Yeah. $10 right there.
That's a fine.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And you were talking about working in a butcher shop and stuff like that. I used to also work at we called it a slaughterhouse. So I worked at one for.
But you know what we used to do on our farm? We used to have like a refrigerated truck with rails, so we could hang animals. So we'd you and as well you were mobile, so you could either it could sit there, you could plug it into electricity, or you could run it on the diesel, or if you were traveling, say, to another town, you could take the truck with you, do the business, and have them hanging there in the cool room while you're driving around.
Good night, Brook Trout. Good night.
We were up at that Okie Expo. They had a deal this year that I didn't remember seeing last year. It might have been there last year, but I don't remember seeing it. They had that mobile butcher trailer thing that had like a little cooler up front and a little like gin pole kind of set up out the back where you could like pull it out to your deer camp and do whatever you wanted to, or pull it like they were selling it as like a Homestead perk because it had like, you know, Johnny, the trucks that have the gin pole out, like the winch trucks where they lean them forward and they sit in a cradle, or you can flip them back and like pick stuff up. It had one of those, but it was mounted on the back edge of the trailer, so it hung out past the back edge of the trailer when you had it flipped out, and when you flipped it forward, it just laid on top of the cooler part that was on the front of this little, I don't know, 16-foot flatbed trailer, and you just drove it around, and it had a little, you know, window unit cool box kind of set up on the cooler. I was like, I did not remember seeing that last year.
No, I didn't see it last year.
It was neat, and they got a website where you can go, and these guys just build these trailers and sell them.
Huh?
Like, really?
Yep.
Lori's
I don't have the necessity for mine to be portable. I could just build one in place here. I don't have the necessity for it to be portable like that, but I could see how that could be super handy for some people.
Well, you know, down there at our deer camp, we actually have electric, and man, I tell you what, one at deer camp would be awesome because you could, you know, like a lot of times we get a deer and it'll be 80 degrees. I mean, and a deer doesn't last very long outside 80-degree temps. Yep. So we had to pretty much take care of it right away. It would be really handy if we were able to age our venison, so we could actually put, you know, hang it and age it out. And so I'm gonna talk to those guys about that. But you know, the problem with that is, you know, we're not always going to be there. I guess you'd say it, you know. And we would have to make it to where we can break it down and get it out of there.
Right.
Which I don't think would be too big a problem. I don't think it would be undoable to be able to break it down.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
That is what I was talking about right there.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I thought it was neat. They had a little pamphlet on it and everything. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I never did see that there whenever I was there a year ago. I didn't go this year. But so what's everybody been up to?
Working.
He's been working.
And I tell you what, that's no way to live. You got to do it to live, but that ain't no way to live.
I'll tell you what, I'm sure a lot of people appreciate it, though. Of course,
Yeah.
you could have been.
I did 2 change outs today. We did. I went and did one this morning. Well, I dropped one off for the guys because I have a bigger van, and then I went and did one, and I came back and helped them finish theirs.
Yeah. So, did you have anybody call out today?
No, everybody was there today.
Wow. Cool. That's surprising.
Yeah.
Because you know what today was, right? They had a national call out sick day for July 1st. The left did. And it was basically a protest. They were going to show how, they could basically shut down the economy for a day and stuff like that.
It didn't work here.
I was going to say, people got too much to do.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Worrying about that mess.
Yeah. Nobody wants us to call out because we're the bringers of the comfortable air.
Right. And speaking of comfortable air, because of Chris and Amy, we have comfortable air right here, right now.
Chris.
Still.
Not me. I just showed up. Chris is the one that did the whole.
I was thinking, Johnny, I don't do a lot of service per se. Yeah. I'm more install. I mean, I know enough to get myself in trouble on the service side of it. So I usually pick up some when we get really, really busy. But I do a lot of commercial and a bunch of residential install. But I can borrow a tool from the service guys, and I could see if you do, in fact, have a leak. But it's got to be a small one if it took that long for it to start freezing up. So, I mean, it's probably rather small, but at some point they always start leaking. And then you have to replace at least that piece that leaks, if not the whole thing, depending on where the leak is and everything. And that's when it gets expensive. The equipment is not cheap.
Well, so far, so good.
Nice.
We're happy. Happy.
That's good. Is Christine in bed?
She is.
So are we. I mean, just saying. So are we.
I mean, it's 9:23. She works, So, yeah.
Yeah. Tonight can't be a long live. Only because we got the message from our internet people that they are going to be doing some maintenance on the fiber, and so starting at 10 tonight, which I hope they don't start early.
Runaway live.
Yeah, runaway live.
Well, we did that one time where we were talking about they were going to do some stuff. It was probably a year or so ago.
Yes.
We were talking about that, and we're like, well, we'll push it, and then all of a sudden, like,
boop, boop. Yeah, so
crap.
We won't have a long live tonight.
It's all right. I can do anything.
Yeah.
I've been doing some editing, and I've got some more editing to do. Yes, my video is going to come out. The second video I'm going to put out this week is going to come out on the actual 4th of July, and I'm wondering how that's going to affect it, because it's actually going to be. I'm excited about this one. So
Jennifer don't believe that we're not going live.
It's going to be a lot of traffic with the 4th of July. There'll be everybody that's anywhere doing anything will be uploading something about it. Right. So it's probably one of those days where your YouTube feed gets pretty full.
Everybody's off work, so they might be watching more YouTube, but then they're doing their 4th of July stuff, so they might not. So it's kind of one of those mixed bags. You might get more traction, you might get less. It's weird.
Like us, we're going to be, I guess we're going to be at the creek on the 4th. So it's kind of a deal where some friends that we have over here that have nothing to do with YouTube or anything like that. As a matter of fact, they think YouTube is kind of weird. And they invite us every year. I know they mow our hay and stuff like that, and they always act all weird whenever I say, "Hey, I'm going to hook this camera right here on your tractor, on the mower, or on the the baler or something like that." They look at me like,
what?
And I just do it. And,
yeah.
But they anyway, annual 4th of July down at the creek. So we're going to go down to the creek and charboil some burgers and hot dogs and hang out there for a little bit. And then I think we're going to go to Harbor Freight after we leave the creek. Because I'm going to get some stuff from Harbor Freight. It's supposed to be in on the 4th of July. They said when their truck's coming. So do I know how to edit in the YouTube editor? I've done a little bit, not a lot.
Want to cut something out?
Yeah, she's got to cut something out because on one of her lives, she doesn't have it to the public yet because she wants to edit it to where that part is cut out, and she don't know how to do that.
I can't imagine it would be tremendously hard. I have actually used YouTube Editor to edit out music that was playing at the drag strip because I got a strike before I ever even put it out. Whenever I uploaded it, I always make things come out later. Well, I got a music strike and I had to edit the music out of the video. And Lori, the best thing I can say to do is probably find you a YouTube video on how to edit in YouTube Editor. And
YouTube University.
You can actually get a time. It gives you, the video goes up, it gives you a time, like as you scroll across, and you can click this spot and click that spot. Pretty sure it's that easy. And then you highlight it and it says, what would you like to do with this? And then it's, do you want to remove it? Change the audio, take the audio out, all that sort of, that gives you all the instructions of what to do. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it for a while, but I have done it.
I watched it. It didn't help a whole heck of a lot, LOL. What Jonesy said sounds, about right. I mean, it can only be it's always cut, you cut, and once you cut it, then you can, if you're editing something else just cut it on both sides and delete it.
Delete it, and it joins it back up.
Or you can trim. You can trim it. There's ways of trimming if you cut on one side. More than one way to skin a cat.
Well, I hope that helped, Lori. I don't know if it did, but.
And if they gave you a video to watch and you watched it and it didn't help you, look for more. Because there's various. Oh, it's so small. I can't even find the spot. It's so small. Well, that's the first part of it. You've got to find the spot.
Well, here's another tip. You can go to your on your YouTube studio and you can download that whole live, and then you can put that file into the video editor that you usually use, and then just cut out the bits you don't like then.
Right.
Like you can get a full download of any of your own videos, or lives, you just got to go to it, click the little three dots or whatever it is there, and say download the video. And it downloads it to the computer or the phone or whatever you do your editing on.
I'm glad you do all that crap.
You did hear about all the cut video editing dramas going on?
No.
Have you heard the latest about all that stuff?
No, I haven't heard the latest. What's the latest on CapCut?
Well, CapCut, in their terms of agreement from the 25th of last month, anything that gets edited on their software, they now claim they can use it, utilize it as they wish. Any of the music that you put up, they then now claim that they own the music and the copyrights of it. And man, it's turned into a real nightmare.
Intellectual property laws.
Oh, it's turned into a. I've been using CapCut for a long time. I don't use it anymore, let me tell you.
I've never used it.
I've never used any of them.
I guess I'm gonna have to start using Canva.
I use sugar. I use I think it's NV now. It's exactly the same as CapCut. But I'm just looking at the ocean. I'll be back in a sec.
Ah, there's the ocean.
Yep, there's the ocean.
I saw that the other day. Well, I saw the Gulf of America the other day. So
I'm so glad I hear people say that now.
I've actually got a hat and a shirt that say Gulf of America. And the hat was gifted to me. And as you guys know, I don't wear too many hats that aren't this hat. So, and the shirt I picked out because I just thought it was cool. I wore it to an auction the other day, and there were a bunch of people that didn't look like they were real happy with my shirt, but I really didn't care.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
They looked like they felt a certain kind of way, and it made me feel a certain kind of way. It made me feel like I didn't care what they felt.
Pit stop. Just don't know how to add music. So yeah, I use iMovie. And iMovie, I'm hoping iMovie doesn't do something like what Jonesy was talking about. And
you got to always read the terms, agreement terms on it. It's all in the fine print. But yeah, CapCut is they're owned by TikTok, same company, and they've just changed everything. So the idea is that just so they find some content that they really like to use to promote,
they can do whatever they want to with it.
That's what they're saying. It's like and they can say, look at this content that we've got from Radio Jonesy. It is fabulous. It's been used on CapCut. You too can use CapCut. That's what they're saying. But if you read it correctly, and a lawyer's come on and said, this thing that and you don't have to load it up. You don't have to even load it to YouTube. You've just got to edit with it. And they can get to the footage through you editing with their software. Mm-hmm. And then they can upload it if they want.
That's sketchy.
It is sketchy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
what
we got blue sky there.
You know how that all works, right? The large print giveth, and the small print taketh away.
Yeah.
You can do this, and this, and then they whisper everything else.
Yeah, and then there's 4 pages of small print. Yeah.
You gotta have an electron microscope to read it.
The sun behind all those clouds.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the sun. It is. Look, I am absolutely rugged up.
I could take some clouds like that right now. Today wasn't that bad though. It was kind of cloudy. Wasn't stupid hot. It was only 90. It felt pretty decent. It wasn't like ungodly hot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that's the beauty of down here. Summer isn't really hot. Yeah. Summer is pleasant. Like it's in the 70s and maybe the 80s if we're lucky. But Yeah, winters just comes down to 0 Celsius, 32 Fahrenheit.
Well, that's
Yeah, that's the average. Like, that's what it is. So it's not bad. It's not like
I could handle from 30 to 80 swing. Heck yeah. All right, baby, we're moving.
I can tell you, Jennifer, what your problem is. You don't have enough storage in your phone. You're using a phone. If you're using iMovie on a phone, you're probably not using it on a computer like I am. And so I can tell you, whenever you don't have enough storage on that phone, it will give you all kinds of problems on. Okay, it'll also do that on an iMac as well, Jennifer. If you do you have enough storage, and if you have an iMac and you're not using one of these or something similar, then that's another problem. This is a 4 terabyte solid state hard drive. So you need to have that video from iMovie going into a hard drive and then pulling it from the hard drive into YouTube. So, but I can tell you the other thing is that if you have any kind of low storage at all in any of this anything, it will not do it. Hey Wanda, how are you doing? So
I'm a patriot, I tell you.
There you go.
Hey, that's a dirty word around here sometimes.
Well,
should be, but they try and make it a dirty word.
Yeah, they tried. I was going to tell you, I guess somebody's trying to make a channel based on my stuff on YouTube. Every video they have and everything that every subscriber they've gotten and everything has been based on shorts they've made of Danny. So
what?
And they're from somewhere south of the border somewhere. But anyway, I went in there, and now I'm having to go in, and all my shorts of Danny, I'm having to make it to where they can't be remixed.
Wow.
That's sad. They don't give you credit?
Well, it does say my channel and stuff on it, but it's just the fact that I didn't, I really don't want. I don't know what light they're going to be in that person. I don't know how they're going to do their channel. I don't know what their content is going to end up being, and I don't want to be associated with stuff that I don't have control over and stuff like that.
Right.
That's just a click of a button, isn't it? You just got to click it to say no.
Yes. Yeah. Just go in there and make it to where they can only remix the audio part or the music part or anything like that. Can you watermark everything with a logo and sue? I can't sue because it actually had it where it could be remixed. So the settings were that it could be remixed. What are we looking at, Jonesy?
That's the landmass. Land takes you out. It's like it's a peninsula. See that little dot there? Yeah. That's called the Nut, which is an old volcano. It's the inside's remnants left of an old volcano. Right there, there's chairlifts. You can get a chairlift right to the top of it. But anyway, that's the Nut. It's called.
Yeah.
In a town called Stanley.
Well, cool.
Stanley.
So, Stanley, yes. Next door, Laurel lives over here, but that's Stanley.
No, Laurel. Laurel and Stanley. I thought it was Laurel and Hardy.
Well, I like Stanley.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wanda is saying hello to both you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Wanda. Oh, it's getting a bit chilly. I might jump back in the old little black car.
I'll tell you what. I hope it gets chilly here. Of course, this afternoon it wasn't. unbelievable or anything like that.
Wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad.
It's actually supposed to be. They say on the 4th it's supposed to be pretty decent, maybe.
Yeah.
As far as being maybe in the high 80s for a high or something like that.
Yeah.
Wanda's using iMovie.
Yeah, I'm using VN, it's called, on the phone. All my editing for all my channels on all my videos is all done on my phone, on my Galaxy.
That's that one.
Whatever it is. I've got all the cameras, I've got the GoPros, I've got all the gear, the laptops, the computers. It's just convenient. I can film on my phone. It's with me everywhere. I've just learned to use it and trust it. And I don't want to be the big movie maker. I don't want to be the, like cinematic. If you sort of look at my stuff, some of it looks pretty good, and it's all done simply with the phone.
Good night, Paul.
Good night, Paul.
See ya, mate. So, got to be different.
Got to be different. Good day, mate.
So, anyway, I guess, I don't know, tomorrow I might be doing a little bit of dozer work tomorrow. I'm hoping. I need to do a bunch of editing. I've got a bunch of stuff to do before Friday. I actually hauled a trailer with me to one, and because it was so far away that I knew that it would take forever to go get a trailer and come back and everything. And hauling a trailer actually filled it. So I end up with quite a bit of stuff. From,
Hi, Brian.
The one I'm putting out Friday. Hey, Brian.
Kim's back.
See that factory over there?
Yeah.
There's a mine probably 100 miles inland, and they got a underground conveyor, comes all the way to that spot, and all the ores and minerals that they extract all go on the ships just there. That's on the port. Yeah, so it's all underground, and there's like no, for that 100-mile stretch, there's no houses, it's all farmland. Like there's no, like Tasmania is full of wide open spaces.
Wow.
Yeah, there's not a lot of, well, there's 500,000 people live here, but it's big enough. For everybody, there's even room for more. So if you, oh man,
There's room for more.
Start to sleep.
Hey, 30 to 80. That's a pretty good swing. I can handle a 30 to 80 swing in one day. That's their whole year.
He says he wants to move now.
30 to 80. Don't get colder than 30. Don't get hotter than 80. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a heck of a wheelhouse.
This guy.
I won't be doing AC work though because it don't get hot enough to worry about.
Yeah, you have something else to do.
You know, they're not called air conditioners here. They're called heat pumps.
We got heat pumps.
Well, ours are heat pumps. We don't use it. We don't, because no one cools air because it doesn't get hot enough. Everyone just wants to warm it up.
We don't cool air either. I learned all the physics of air conditioning. We don't cool air. We just move hot around. That's the physics of air conditioning here. Is we absorb heat with the coil and pump it outside, and we literally, that's all we do is we move hot air around. We don't actually make cold air. We just move hot air outside.
Yeah. So that's a heat pump.
So it's just a heat pump.
He says so. It's a heat pump.
Yep. We're actually our boss likes to push heat pumps because our heat pumps have like emergency backup heat, like a heat strip built into it, where if it gets below a certain degree where the heat pump can't really keep up, then the backup heat kicks on, like a gigantic space heater built into your house. But for most of the year, for most of the people, the heat pump part of the air conditioner will work. It's only that little tiny bit of time in the coldest time of our winter that the heat pumps, it gets too cold for the heat pump to operate efficiently, and you need the backup heat. But most of the time, we don't get that cold.
You know, we had a huge electrical storm, like lightning and thunder, and not a lot of rain. And my air conditioner heat pump just stopped. It doesn't. Power comes onto it, but nothing happens. It won't do a thing. So I've just been putting wood in the fireplace. Haven't used it for a while. Gonna have to get it looked at.
It might be as simple as a capacitor, right, Johnny?
Might be.
That's the first thing we look at when we go out on stuff, and it's like, hey, it's got the 220. It won't do nothing.
Yeah, we got a capacitor. Capacitor working.
It's super simple, super easy, super cheap. That's the first thing you look at.
Okay.
Yeah. If it won't kick the compressor, a lot of times it's the capacitor, and I learned that the hard way when those guys drove out here, and they're like, "Oh, put this thing." I mean, they grabbed a used one off the back of their truck. It wasn't even near the right size, and they made a little strap for it and put it in there, and then plugged it in. It kicked right on. They said, "Okay, that'll be however many hundreds of dollars."
Yeah.
Then they drove off, and you're like, "Man, I wish I'd have known that. I just went down and got one at Lock Supply and put it in there."
Wow. Her new house doesn't. Later to all have to go to the W word. Good night, Avid.
Oh, the W word.
The W word.
Yeah. That's one of them 4 letters. Yeah. 4-letter words. Mm-hmm. Dirty words.
You get off Friday, don't you, Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but our service techs are working Saturday. Our service techs are working Saturday, though.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go over to Inola on Saturday.
Oh yeah, it's the first Saturday of the month.
Yeah,
that's right.
I think that's a hint.
It's the first Saturday.
Yeah, it's the first Saturday of the month. They're not having. They have that one where I usually buy all the. I hate the word pew pews, so I'm just going to say guns. Over at Cowboys, they usually have that on the first Sunday of the month, but they're not doing it this week this time because it's the 4th of July holiday, and he's hoping to have a lot of creek and river people to come drop by the store because it's a big store there. He's thinking that he'll have so many creek and river people that he wouldn't have room to do the auction. So they're not going to do it this time. I found out that August 9th there's going to be a big, for lack of a better word, gun auction at McKinney. The McKinney's is going to be doing it, and it's going to be on a Saturday, and it's going to be indoors at the Civic Center, I believe, over in. It's either going to be in Wagner or I think it's going to be in Wagner. But McKinney's is going to be doing that one, and I'm pretty excited about that one because it's going to be one in August where it's going to be indoors and air conditioned.
Right,
that'd be a good deal.
Johnny, you need to
Mickey.
Get me on a list where all these auctions are, and if they're on the weekend and I'm not working that weekend, I'm gonna start going to more auctions. The problem is a lot of the ones you go to are during the week.
Some of them.
Chips.
Some of them. Like the one I just put out today was a weekday auction. But the McKinney auction, the Chups auction, and the Cowboys auction are all on weekends. So, or some of the Chups. Chups has a lot of auctions. That's the reason why you see a lot of the same people doing the auctioning in the video.
Yeah.
I just kind of follow those guys around. We all know each other by first name now.
Nice.
I was at the auction the other day, and some little boy came running up to me. He couldn't have been more than 7 years old, and he comes running up, and his parents are following him, and he's looking at me, and his parents said he watches you all the time on TV, and he said, "Mom, Dad, the guy with the cowboy hat's going to be at the auction this weekend. Can we go?" And they showed up, and I was there, and he got so excited when he saw me, and he ran up.
That's hilarious.
And but anyway, I thought, wow, I can't believe it.
The parry you. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, that goes back to your story about when a kid says do a burnout.
Yeah, you do a burnout. Yeah, if a kid says do a burnout, and you're in anything that will do a burnout, do a burnout.
Right. I did the same. I've heard the same thing about like truckers when you do the whole thing. And when I grew up, my dad was a trucker, so my whole life growing up, we passed a semi when we were driving to mom's minivan. Every time I saw a semi, I was doing this out the window, and it made my day when they actually honked. So now, when I'm driving, my work van's not a semi. It's really not. But the other, like not too long ago, I was leaving a neighborhood after a job, and these kids were like 5 or 6 kids on their bikes on the corner. And they're all just like honk, honk, honk. And I'm like, okay, fine. I hit the horn. They lost it. And it's just a big white man. Like whatever.
Can you hear this one? Didn't hear it?
Nope.
No.
Don't worry.
That's sad.
It's poor old Jeep. Poor old Jeep's got a pretty good one, to be honest.
Yeah. I put an air horn on my big truck.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard it.
I did hear it.
Heard
we
that.
did. Yeah, we had the one that we did. Yeah. It's chilly.
I got an electric air horn on my 1-ton.
There
it's got
you
this
go.
little tiny spinny thing that makes enough air to blow the horn, but it's just all I had to do. I just had to run power to it. It makes its own little air right there at the back.
What's
of it.
the sounds it makes?
It just does like the train horn. Just the air horn, train horn looking thing, I guess.
My mate's got one of the freight train ones as well.
Yeah.
He puts it on. You're driving around 4-wheel driving in the middle of the bush somewhere, and just people around, and he just pulls it, and people go, "What the? Where's that coming from?"
I've also got a police car siren on my 1-ton, just for fun, and it is fun.
Get arrested for that over here.
Oh, you get arrested for that over here too. So yeah, that's another thing our countries have in common. Can't do that, but I do it anyway.
Now I've got a flashing red and blue light as a night wand. Like when you're working on a road, doing an emergency, just say a car hits a pole and the wires come down, and you need to stop traffic. Like if you're waving a flashlight, people sort of are scared to stop. If you're waving a red and blue light, people stop straight away because they think you're the popo.
The popo.
Yeah, the popo.
That's it, the popo, baby.
Well,
I
don't want it to.
I don't want to have a runaway.
Yeah,
live.
I don't want to have a runaway live, and it is like 5 minutes till they do their little thing of knocking the internet off, and it won't be back until tomorrow. So that just means I gotta go to bed. So thank you guys for coming up. This has been awesome. It's nice having you today, Johnny and Radio Jonesy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me up. Glad I could catch you.
Yes. Thanks for the tour of the town.
Yeah, it was good looking scenery the whole time.
Yeah.
Felt like I was driving around Tasmania.
Thank you guys for
Night.
spending some time with us.
Thanks,
night,
everyone.
y'all.
Bye, guys.
Good night, everyone in chat. See you on tomorrow.